Now then, people, it's Joe or Leeds TV. This is not a drill. I am back. I'm back from my holidays. I'm back bringing you a post-match video. I'm back in the garage, only just purely for this video. I will be moving home soon, so we will be saying bye to Armley Prison very soon. But yeah, before we get into your post-match video and I give you my thoughts, if you haven't already, please sponsor me for the English Free Peaks. I'll be doing that from the 19th to the 21st of September for Macmillan Cancer Trust. The link will be in the description, so make sure you please do sponsor me. As you all know, we have the international break coming upon us soon. So during that period, we'll try to get as much content out as possible. We are looking to set up a patron scheme. And also thinking about doing a podcast. So if that's something you'd like to see and something you'd like to get involved with and support the channel, then please let us know in the comments. And again, as always, please smash a like on the video before we begin. So, look, the game itself, for me, we've only got ourselves to blame. Missed opportunities again, I think. You know, not massively over clear-cut opportunities. There was a few tame efforts from Gianni Alioski. I say a few. There was maybe one or two, which is a few. There was a couple from Pablo. I think the Alioski one early doors and the Pablo one second half, both sort of went into the Swansea keeper's breadbasket, easy for him to collect. There was one what I think might have been Costa that played in Pablo and he hit it first time. That's one thing I wish we would do more of. Shoot on sight, because I feel at times we do try to walk it in the net. But for me, the big opportunities missed were once again by Patrick Bamford. People are probably not going to like me for what I'm about to say, but look, there's a header in the first half. It has to be on target. I've put it as the thumbnail to this video. It has to be on target. I am all for supporting our players. Yeah, I'm all for it. And this is where I think people might disagree. But listen, I'm only ever going to give you my opinion. Singing the Patrick Bamford song or the Jack Harrison one. So, for example, take the Jack Harrison one. After he misses the penalty against Stoke midweek, he hits the post. It's a great performance. We come back from 2-0 down and you think, fair play. Jack, you have our support. Don't worry about it. First half in this game, he gets into a good position. And I don't know whether he's tried to shoot or drill it across goal. It's a bit wayward and it's the wrong choice. And we sing Jack Harrison. Why? To say what? Oh, you made the wrong choice, but it doesn't matter. We'll support you anyway. Patrick Bamford again missed opportunities, much like we did at Forest, and I was one of them after Forest. You know, singing Patrick Bamford, watching the goals, the chances back. He should score them. For me, that header in the first half, it's a clear-cut opportunity. He has to put it in the back of the net. We still sing Patrick Bamford. He's missing opportunities. Yes, he's scored 4 goals. Yes, I'm buzzing with that, and he does have my support. But I just feel at times there's not a need for it. Personally, I think maybe we're over-egging it a little bit. Just my opinion. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to get slaughtered for that, but that's just my opinion. I think for me, Eddie Nketiah and Costa have to start the next game. You might think I'm being too drastic, you know what I mean? Wow, we've lost a game. But I do think changes are needed, and hopefully the international break will bring them about. Look, Swansea had one chance of note for me before they scored. I think it was a Matt Grimes free kick. How's your mum? Other than that, they didn't really do much. So this talk, you know, Cooper's, their gaffer's coming out now saying, oh, there's ways to exploit Leeds United, they can be got at, etc. How and when? How and when? You know what I mean? It was a smash and grab. We battered you statistically. You had one decent effort from Grimes on a free kick. Other than that, there was nothing, mate, bar the goal. So please do tell everybody this master plan that you had to exploit Leeds. Listen, I'm under no illusions. For me, the Swansea are the best team we've played this season. I think defensively they were very, very good. But I don't think he came with a master plan and managed to exploit us in a way that they deserved the 3 points, because they didn't. And that's not being salty or sour. I just don't think they deserve the 3 points. And as I've said, Swansea fans, if you're watching this, don't get me wrong. Decent side, and it'll be interesting to see if you can maintain it, and probably will be in and around the top 6. But look, we should have won the game. I thought, for me, Dallas again was class. I thought Ben White was class. There was one like interception, challenge that he made, in the first half. I think it was about the 29th minute. I remember writing it on my phone thinking, wow, that kid is special. I thought KP was absolutely immense again. To say he had a few knocks, I just thought he was absolutely brilliant. I think Bielsa's mentioned it as well, how he had a few nicks, continued in the game, and I thought for me he was absolutely immense again. I thought Pablo again was a little bit off. He was late to the party for me. He did come into it late on, 100%. Don't get me wrong, because I kept saying to Sean, Pablo's on it now, Pablo's on it now. But it has been quite a continuous theme throughout the season that he's going missing a little bit. And he did come into the game late on. I remember pre-season I was talking to Binky from Talking Short against Western Sydney Wanderers. He weren't doing that great, and then he wins the game, and everyone was having a go at Binky or whatever. But it's right in what people are saying. At times he isn't on it from minute one. But yeah, for me, big things from this. I think Costa and Eddie had to start. Look, Eddie came on the pitch and he looked dangerous. He almost scored. There was a ball that came across and he nearly nicked in ahead of the keeper to put it in the back of the net. There was one where his pace was absolutely frightening, where I think it was a bit of a mix-up from the Swansea defence, and he almost got, well, he did get on the end of it. His shot was a little bit wayward. Maybe he could have played in click to the right if it was click. But yeah, Eddie frightens players. He frightens defences. His pace, seeing it there, I was like, wow, this kid is so fast. But yeah, and Costa's Costa. I mean, Costa came on and there was one in the northeast corner where he lost it about 3 times in the same passage of play, but still managed to come out the other end. It was absolutely immense to see. Almost as good as Alioski's rugby tackle / I don't know, what it was against Baston and managed to win a free kick. But yeah, look, we had a few opportunities, as I've said. Pablo Gianni a couple of times. I'll reiterate again. I do wish we would shoot on sight a little bit more. Cooper had the one in the first half, late in the first half, where he hits the crossbar and almost gets in on the rebound. But ultimately, for me, we only have ourselves to blame. I think Patrick Bamford maybe should score the header, or at least get it on target. And look, maybe I'm being a little bit too scathing and saying, look, should we really be singing, Patrick Bamford with all these missed opportunities? But does there come a point where it's like, right, okay. But then again, maybe I am being a bit, because he scored 4. He scored 4, but there's too many missed opportunities still for me. I was talking to the lads at the game. Maybe I'm still stuck on the Derby thing, because on my post match that time I said I was done with the lad. Someone made a good point to me and turned around and said, well, if you're done with him, why aren't you done with Kiko and Cooper? But for me, they were errors. This is a lack of effort. Not this season, don't get me wrong. I think Patrick Bamford has put effort in this season. I just think there's a lot of missed opportunities. Probably going to get hammered for that, but that's just my opinion, and this is what you watch me for me to give my opinion. But yeah, that's it, guys. As I've said already, please smash a like on the video. I have a feeling you might not, but it is what it is. Please sponsor me for the English Free Peaks from the 19th to the 21st of September. Really excited to do that. The link will be in the description. Make sure you watch the rest of the guys post-match, and during the international break, keep it locked to All Leeds TV, because we will have some stuff coming your way. I promise you of that. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, thanks again. I'm rambling once again. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds!